So last time you saw me, I was talking about a new experience that I was going to be doing. Well, I was reminiscing, I should say, about my SMP days. And I was talking a little bit about how I kind of wish I could have gone back to those days and, talking about the different servers I was on and how I might be returning to SMP. And, well, we are. So this is something you have not seen before. I'm in a little home on the server. The server's name is Fall Damage, and I followed one of the members for quite some time. Used to go by C Mason, goes by a new name now, and I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it because I can't. And it is noisy. It must be underneath me. I am on top of a hill that is just littered with a pretty significant cave system, and it's very terrifying because this game is a lot harder now than I remember it being. Now, some things to note: this server is on the latest stable snapshot, which I actually do not know which snapshot that is at this particular point in time. Not even gonna guess. So we are in, of course, with the shield and the cooldown effects, and when you go into your inventory, you've got a little crafting book, and this is something I might talk about in the guide series when this is actually in final release. But clicking here gives you pretty much a crafting guide to an extent, and you can kind of see what you can do, and it tells you what you need to make these items. And it's really, really interesting. And obviously it expands a little bit when you're at a crafting table. As you can see, iron boots and bucket and boats and all kinds of different things that you can do based upon the materials that you have collected to this point. So you don't see any diamond in here because I have not collected any diamond yet, but I have collected some iron. So you see the iron, you see the leather, you see the wooden tools, the blocks that I've come across to this point, and so on and so forth. So this is really, I think, geared towards people who are coming from the consoles who don't really know how to craft in this game. Down here is the beginning of my basement area. If you followed along, you know I like to build underneath my house. My house is kind of like a false front. Underneath the house is where everything will be. So I will eventually have all my storage down there and all my necessary things. But for now, we have my nice little blue bed. I can't sleep. There's other people on here right now. But this is basically what I've collected to this point. Now, some of this stuff I have raided a little bit for. This stuff I picked up a little bit out of some collection chests at Spawn, which is not that way. Spawn is over here. Spawn is set to 0, 0. Now, when I put this video up, I'm going to try and link to as many of the member channels as I am aware of, which means I'm going to be going to other people's videos to get an idea of who's on here. But I've talked to a few people in the Discord server, not in person and like by voice and everything, but I've actually just, in the chat function. We're going to make a break for it. Go! This game is scary. Oh. Remind me, I need to pen you guys up. I need to just collect you piggies. Even though I don't have carrots myself, I need to collect you guys. So I liked this spot because it was unoccupied, which was, a key point for me. And look at this view of the spawn area so far. I'm not giving you a very good smooth view. And so that is the spawn. This is the area back here. There's an opening right over here. Now, I have amassed a collection of arrows because I feel much better shooting things than I do trying to, yeah. But this in here is the opening to a pretty significant cave. It's still dark over there because I can't get very far because I keep getting assaulted. Same thing down here. There's a ravine actually right here. Over that way. Oh, see, look at that. I mean, look at that. There's 4 skeletons, a spider, a creeper. There's 5 skeletons. This game has gotten so much more dangerous. So I have not been able to make a whole lot of progress in any direction because I keep getting assaulted. And I'm a little bit of a wimp right now because I'm not used to it. I'm not as armored up as I'd like. I have obviously some armor, but not a whole lot. So for this episode, I'm going to kind of head back over to spawn. I'm going to take you on a little bit of a tour, and that's what we're going to do today. Just kind of give you an idea of what they've been doing here and how far they've progressed. And I'm excited to be part of this because my fond memories of Vanilla Go-Gurt and Mesa Built still play. Oh my gosh, are you guys loud? Now I did, they did grow up pretty fast. I bred a bunch of cows and then slaughtered a few because I like the meat and I don't have my pigs gathered up over there. So this is part of the spawn area. Now it's not, you know, when I was on Vanilla Go-Gurt, you know, they had plots for everybody and you kind of picked your plot and you went with it. I don't know that they do that here. It seems like you just pick a spot and you build because I don't see anything too terribly assigned. Now this is, I believe the tree farm that was just completed tonight when I came on. I came on a little bit ago and there was a message about the tree farm was now complete. So you want to get some wood. Holy moly, is this impressive. This is the place to go. They've obviously figured out how to make some really big stinking trees in this. Obviously, if you harvest, you better be reusing. As you see, we got some acacia, and obviously chests for all the different types of wood. Some birch, some, what is this, spruce or jungle? Jungle. And then nothing in these two, so it's still kind of a work in progress in total collection, but the saplings go in there, and you just keep replanting, and it's an endless supply of wood, and wood is always a nice commodity. Now, actually, what I need to do is be able to get into a branch mining situation somewhere and find some iron because I am in desperate need of some iron equipment. I have an iron sword. I have an iron pick. They have a branch mine going at the central location, but it's pretty well dug out, and I don't really want to be digging too far out. I know there was some discussion about maybe another hub, and this has been building up too. This was not here the other day when I was on. So they're obviously building something out over here. And just a few little buildings. So let's take a quick little look around. And this was the first building that they did. Just a simple little shack. Some spawn beds. We'll exchange brownies for coal. Yeah, you see. So I broke this sign on accident. This is my contribution, or is it? You never know. And then obviously down here is the branch mine. They've got some chests down here with some general supplies. Our snowman. We got some areas off to the side over here. I don't like going into people's areas though. It just feels weird. An enchanting area, which I do need to hit up. Because I know it's silly to enchant iron stuff, but I like enchanting iron stuff because until I get my diamond gear, that's really the best way to go. So I'm gonna head on down here, and there's obviously been some pretty extensive branch mining done. Now I did this tunnel. That's where I got my initial batch of iron. I think, especially down this way, they ran into some obstacles, so to speak, but there's still places where you can kind of dig out. Obviously down here lava is the biggest fear, something worth noting, but a lot of work has been done already. This has been up. They reset their vanilla server about a week ago, so it's been up for about a week, and you can see they're progressing fairly well. They do have a modded server that I am not participating in because I don't do modded Minecraft. Now, what is this over here? There is some stuff that was not here before, and curiosity often gets the best of me. I do not know what this is. It's a staircase, and well, that's the end of the staircase. So, well, that was fruitless. Ow. And obviously this is the thing they're working on over here. So let's climb up and take a look while we have some sunlight. I want to do all of this in the sunlight because I'm still terrified of mobs. And there's a guy running by right there. Do you see me? This is the stalking part of the episode. Now, obviously, some things have changed in Minecraft since I played. On a regular basis, the shield and the cooldown on the attacks. I actually have died on this server once. I died because of a baby zombie because it got into my house, and for some reason, I couldn't hit the stinking thing. There is the occasional bit of server lag, but it's not terribly bad. You can see there's a little parkour area over there. I've not made it. I'm terrible at parkour. A community farm right there. There's a couple of trading areas. What are you doing down there? And there's opportunities to collaborate. I've, like I said, come across a couple of them on YouTube. If I had, my gear that I had at the end of Mesa built with feather falling, I would not hesitate to fall from this level, but I am not that brave. So let's move on. A half-eaten piece of cake. We have... Oh, I'm gonna snatch some of this. Hopefully nobody minds. But this is their chicken contraption. Basically, get yourself some instant fried chicken. Nothing wrong with that. We've got another house over here. Now, there's little houses spread sporadically throughout here as people have branched out. We got Get a Life Jake's spawn home. Now, they have spawn homes, and I think they're going to do what a lot of others, like Vanilla Gogurt did, and what we were going to do in Mesa built, and that's have, spawn homes and then actual areas that become yours to spend some time with. Oh, do we have what I think this is? Or, well, I don't know. There's a dropper right there. So maybe, I don't know. I'll have to see what this is. Oh, what is this over here? This must be blocked off. Never mind. So again, we Get a Life Jake's house over here. And what do we got over here? We got a chicken. I don't like free roaming chickens, but I don't know if you belong to somebody. So we got a little house over here. Not sure who this belongs to, but we're going to invade because I am ruthless this way. I'm going to head on up here. We've got a bed. We've got a door leading out. Some pretty cool stuff there. I know I'm skipping past this big building, but that's because I'm saving it for last. And again, little areas that appear to have been checked out a little bit. So they've kind of explored a little bit. Caving is just so much more dangerous now. Well, there was a horse here earlier. Horse is not there at the moment. So what do we have here? Big old building. Some glowstone. Offerings to Lord Server. All hail. Nothing in here. Back door. Another back door. So we got a couple of entrances and just really interesting stuff here. We have a random sign. I heard a door. It wasn't me. Where was it? Was it you? Are you still in here? Oh, you must be still down there. Yep, you're still down there. So we're going to head on over here. We've got a cactus farm. And we've got a cactus farm. We've got sugar cane or reeds or whatever you want to call them now. The pig ore area. And again, here is the farming area. So we've got our, I can't remember what they're named now. Random hole for the water. And then we've got some, I think these signs are flip-flop. I think these are potatoes and these are carrots. And we have beets, and then we have watermelons, and we have pumpkins, and all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, these are carrots. These are potatoes. Taters used to be so fantastic in this game, and they're just not as good anymore now that they've changed some of the regen and food saturation. Long story short, you don't regenerate health the way you used to. When your hunger is full, you will regenerate health really fast, but it will deplete your hunger very fast too. So there's kind of like this fine line between getting into combat and taking some hits. You're gonna have to keep chomping away at some food to really keep yourself up. And we got another random house here. Just a bunch of storage. I am not looking in people's chests because I do not want to be that person. Little boat dock area. You want to go for a swim in the lake or go for a little boating excursion. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, the food and hunger works a little bit differently now. Taylor the Pig's Crafty Thrift. So 64 oak wood equal 5 iron. A stack of cookies is 10 iron, 15 cooked salmon is 2 iron, 5 quartz blocks is 5 gold. So I'm guessing you put the items in there and then you get the items in return probably at a later point. Over here, I don't know what this is. I'll make sure I shut doors behind me though. We've got a ladder. And what is this? Pranked. Interesting. Don't know what that means. They do prank each other on here, though. There was some pretty good ones in the debut episode. Now we are going to head on over this way. So we've got a path. This is a nice little path here. Oh, I heard you. I heard you stepping over there. So I want to do. I like that. I like that. I did not know that was something you could do, but I saw how you could do that, and it's kind of a neat. Oh, hi, guys. Hi. Excuse me. Well, I deal with some riffraff here. All right. Yeah, you're just gonna keep coming. The zombie hordes are particularly more pronounced now than they used to be. So I don't have time to deal with you. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. And I'm not as invulnerable as I used to be. I used to just get going at these guys and just not care. So I checked that. I didn't actually go into the house though because I got distracted. Do we really want to take the time? I believe... Man, you are persistent. Hi. Can I get a quick swing at you? Thank you. And... so it's just another little house over here. Some banners on the side. Sheep in the back. Sideswipe you on the way by. Hi. Yeah. Oh, lag. Back off. Whoa. You like them moves? Huh? Ow. Woo. Little sidestep, huh? Ow. Is that all of you? Okay. So we're gonna go on in and take a look. Oh, he's updated this. Look at this. Look at this place. This place is nice. You got a back door to the sheep. Can't remember the name of the guy who did that, but oh, you guys are just they're spawning on top of that building. Woo, gotta go. Don't want to play. XP is nice, but not that nice. And hey-ya. 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 There we go. I mean, the zombie flesh is a great addition to the collection, but not really great. So what else is there to look at? That's my little abode. You can see the lit up mountaintop. That's another portal. They don't have a whole lot done in another just yet that I've seen. I haven't really adventured. I need to adventure with somebody. And I don't have Red Serenity here to adventure with, which is probably a good thing because we just end up accidentally blowing up half the server, so they probably don't want us here. Some stone. Oh, I get what this is. You put the cobble I get it. I get it. You put cobble in there, drops in there, furnace makes it. And then, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I think that covers just about every structure that they have up here at spawn. So that's what they have going so far. Still a work in progress. Hi cows, you're noisy. I'm going to head back up to my abode. And we're going to end up there because nothing like ending at home after venturing through some dark patches because I like playing with zombies. Alright. Come on. Let's get this over with. Whoa. Thank you. Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about you. I'm also really terrified of witches, too. You know, let's light up my path. And get on up. Little pathway. And up to my trusty house. And then let's take a look over here. Now, I gotta probably... I guess I should take a look on that side, too. I should really take a look through this valley, see what's over here, and decide what I want to do. Oh, no, baby zombies. Not dealing with you. Get on out of here. The baby zombies are just atrociously difficult to deal with. They're so stinking fast, so the cooldown really hurts. Really hurts bad. So we could do this from the window. So I got to take a look over there through that area. And don't step on the switch. And see if I could find something else to maybe kind of build to. And ultimately get a few things going over there. I want to get the pigs confined because pigs are nice to have for food. I'd rather have my own supply of food as opposed to going in and doing a bunch of cows. That sounded filthy. Well, speaking of pigs, your time is coming. So that is a look at what we've got going on here at Fall Damage. I am new to the Fall Damage family. Depending on who you talk to, it's either Season 2, 4, or 42, I believe, is one of the numbers they threw out there. For me, it is Season 1 of Fall Damage. I'm happy to be here. I am looking forward to hopefully some adventures in the future with some of the members. I am a late night person. I have not seen a whole lot of late night activity from any of the server members yet, but that does not mean that it can't possibly happen. So I'm excited. I'm going to get to it. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, I will catch you on the next episode. And maybe we'll actually be doing something productive like building. Yeah, maybe. Till next time, see ya.